What's up, guys? Daniel here, Woodland Acres. Nasty day here, cold and rainy, wet. It's early May. It's not supposed to be cold. Well, in Kansas I guess you can get anything, but anyways, not a typical video for me because as some of you know that watch, we have a barn cat, which I'm not a fan of, but recently the cat's been having some issues. It's had issues ever since we discovered the cat living here when we first moved in, but now it's got some major issues, and my wife's brought it into the vet, and it sounds like the cat might not survive. So we're gonna see what's going on with it, and then I gotta head to the farm store. The cat was given, okay, I'll stop calling it the cat. The cat has a name. The name of the cat is Rumi. So Rumi was given antibiotics, and apparently it did not work. So the vets now suspect that it's cancer, which we don't know, but that could explain why ever since day one, when we first discovered the cat, she always had sort of a, was it a lump? It was a lump, wasn't it? It was like a lump, or looked like a tumor. It could have been a tumor or something that was on her body. So that was ever since we discovered her living here. And then for a period she seemed to be getting better, or she did get better, but lately that's not so much the case. So yeah, after a vet visit, the vets did whatever, prescribed whatever. She's still active. She has a cone.
She's not active.
She came out this morning when I came in here.
Well, that's not active. That's like...
That's active when I see her. You know, you could do, this is just a crazy thought, you could let the dogs stay in here with her. Let Betty, huh? I mean, they've stayed in here before, or at least maybe let Betty in, or Bernard. Just kind of like how they lick each other's wounds when they get it, and maybe they know, and then they can do whatever. You're not going to kill your cat. If they would have killed your cat, they would have killed it a long time ago.
She would have gotten better by now, because cats, like, I guess, respond pretty well to most
Here's the thing about Rumi, the cat. So obviously she's not doing well. She was at the vet here, I think about 2 weeks ago, and the vet, I think, kind of stitched her up, cleaned her up. She had some open wounds on her abdomen. The suspicion at the time was that she got attacked by another cat, which I haven't seen any cats around here. My wife was convinced that that's what it was. That's what the vets told her. I wasn't convinced that was the case. But here we are 2 weeks after that vet visit, and now the vets are saying that it's most likely a cancer, because they had given her some antibiotics and it didn't do anything. So now they're saying it was cancer, and the recommendation was that that she be euthanized. And of course my wife's not too happy about it. Now granted, I'm not a fan of cats, as you some of you have watched this know, but I do like animals, and I don't ever like seeing any animal suffer. I don't like snakes, but I don't necessarily want to kill a snake just for the sake of getting rid of them. I'd much rather rehome them. So even though I don't like cats, you know, I certainly would much rather see the cat healthy than see it not doing so well. So I told my wife, I said, well, solution I had was to let Rumi, the cat, stay with Betty and Bernard, our Great Pyrenees. And the reason I suggested that is because I don't really take Betty and Bernard to the vet. I mean, we actually had just had the vet come to us and they just give them shots and that's it. But there have been times where Betty or Bernard have had wounds. Betty had an open wound one time on her neck. Or no, her paw or something. I forget what it was. But anyways, Bernard was always tending to it. It wasn't like, I mean, it wasn't bad. I mean, it didn't appear life-threatening or anything. But it was a wound that you could tell, you know, Bernard, I think I'm getting it mixed up. Maybe it was Bernard that had it. But anyways, my point is, the dogs took care of each other. They knew the other one had a wound or wasn't feeling well. I see them do it all the time when they actually have like earwax buildup or something. They're licking each other's ears. But my suggestion was to actually just have Rumi stay with the dogs, or I should say have the dogs stay with Rumi, and just let them in the barn. And they've been in the barn, they've stayed in there before. And maybe they'll, I don't know, maybe they'll know what's up with Rumi, and maybe they'll lick her wounds and help it get better. The vet put the cone on there. I think all vets put that cone on there because they don't want the animal licking any sutures or wounds. But I mean, at this point, you know, Rumi's had these kind of wounds off and on ever since we've had her here, and so it's kind of like, well, let's just try it. Like I said, Betty and Bernard have healed each other by licking each other's wounds and problems, and it's perfect. And they're fine. But I don't know. All you cat lovers out there probably, you know, cursing at me right now, criticizing me for my way of suggesting we go about this. But yeah. If it makes you feel any better, you know, she was taken to the vet. My wife spent several $100s on the vet, so it's not like we are neglecting the cat, Rumi. It's just at this point, I'd say maybe the only neglect is that we don't have indoor pets, and she's probably better off as an indoor cat, even though she does stay in the barn. She's probably better off as an indoor house cat, and she probably was an indoor house cat at some point that was abandoned. But so if you could say that there's any neglect, maybe that's the neglect. But I still would argue that she's got shelter, she's away from the elements, she's got food and water, so there's so she's cared for in that regard. But anyways, enough about that situation. My wife actually doesn't want me to post anything about the cat situation, so if you're watching this, then I didn't listen to my wife. But yeah, off to the farm store, and that's that. If you guys are interested, I'll post an update later on how Rumi is doing. And if you guys are really interested, I'll start posting more videos of Rumi, if you guys are really interested. Okay, that's it for now. Thanks for watching.